Yahusha was rejected by his own people in his own hometown in Nazareth. Isn't that how we are? We reject truth by someone that's trying to speak truth to us. That's why we're called a stiff-necked people. Not all of us, but most of us. So we're going to talk about it, and we're going to talk about it from the New Testament. I know a lot of people is telling me to run from it, but the truth is in the New Testament, and I'm running to it. So let's look at it. Mark 6:4. A prophet is not without honor, but in his own country, among his own kin, and in his own house. Matthew 13:58. And he did not many mighty works there because of their unbelief. And Mark 6:11. And whosoever will not receive you, this is my scripture, shake off the dust of your feet as a testimony against them. That's what I be doing. When Yahusha began teaching with wisdom, power, and authority, his own people in Nazareth said, "Isn't this the carpenter's son? Aren't his brothers and sisters with us? Who does he think he is? It's not like our people." They were offended by his authority. Why? Because they saw him grow up and couldn't accept that someone so familiar could carry a divine calling. Wow. Familiarity brings contempt, especially when you carry the truth that corrects others and convicts them. They have spiritual blindness and rebellion. And even though Yahusha was the Word made flesh, his own people refused to believe not just in him, but in what he represented. Truth, correction, accountability, the light of Torah and prophecy fulfilled. Their hearts were so hardened, just like Israel had resisted prophets in the past. He came unto his own, and his own received him not. John 1:11. So what does shaking the dust off your feet really mean? It means righteous judgment. When Yahusha told his disciples, if they don't receive you, shake the dust off your feet, he meant don't argue with them, don't beg for their acceptance, lead them to Yahuwah's judgment. Shaking off the dust was a symbolic act in Israelites' custom. It meant cutting ties off of them, leaving a place as unclean, and releasing it to judgment from Yahuwah. It's also protected the messenger from spiritual defilement and rejection. So let's look at the precepts. Ezekiel 3:7. But the house of Israel will not listen to you because they will not listen to me. Yahuwah already told Ezekiel that Israel refuses to hear, not because of the messenger, but because their hearts are so rebellious. In 2 Chronicles 36:16. But they mocked the messengers of Elohim and despised his words and misused his prophets till the wrath of Yahuwah arose. This is a repeated pattern. Israel rejects correction until judgment happens to them. Hebrews 3:15. Today, if you will hear his voice, harden not your hearts. Rejection of truth is always a heart issue, not an intellectual one. What this means today is many awakened Israelites and truth tellers today face the same rejection Yahusha faced from family, church folks, their own community, your own people, your own sect. Why? Because you're familiar, and the truth you carry shakes up comfort and tradition. But Yahusha taught, speak the truth. Stand on business. Let those with ears hear. If not, dust it off and move forward. I know that's right. So in summary, familiarity, they saw him as just a man, just like they see you as just a woman or a man, or me, just a woman. Unbelief, their hearts rejected the truth. Rebellion, Israel has a history of rejecting prophets. Spiritual blindness, they couldn't see who he truly was. And prophetic fulfillment, his rejection was foretold as in Isaiah 53:3. So if they don't want to hear the truth, dust your feet and keep it moving, because Yahuwah will judge them when they stand before him. Period.